Hey everyone! So I am so excited as this is my very first video here on YouTube. I have been thinking about making this channel for a little while now, and I just always get nervous and don't do it. So today I'm just going to film this, we're going to put it up, and this is how it's going to go, because I always tell everyone to just go ahead and do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. The whole point of this is to get to know each other, to be a part of this community, and just to have fun here. So I have to take my own advice and just do it. So my name is Shannon. I am Couture Pens on here and on Instagram and TikTok, so all the socials. And I am going to be posting content about fountain pens and stationery and planners and just all the crafty things that I can come up with. There'll be some organization stuff for my office in here. As you can see, this is kind of a mess behind me right now, but it's a work in progress. And like I said, you guys will see this transition as the videos happen too. But I just wanted to get on here and tell you a little bit about how I got into fountain pens, what I want to do with this channel, and maybe ask you guys what you guys want to see, like what may be missing, just some fun things that we could maybe even do together, that kind of stuff. So, because eventually I'd love to do some lives and things too, and maybe have ink swatching, or if we have a project that we want to do together on lives, we can do that as well. So just whatever you guys are thinking, maybe leave it in the comments below. So I guess this is where I would say hit subscribe and turn on the notifications so that you'll see a video. I'm hoping that this video will be the first one, and then I'll have another one. I have a few that I've already that I have planned to film like right away, but this is the first face-to-face, and that's kind of why I wanted to have this one up first. So how I got into fountain pens is that I have been in the planner community for many years, so probably 10 plus years, but I've loved stationery since I was a child. Like, it was something that I always gravitated towards, like the crafty things and like those, do you remember those craft project things you could get at like Toys R Us and stuff, and they had like stickers that you colored in, or there was Lisa Frank ones, or there was like you made bracelets, all of those types of things I was completely into. And it was funny, I was telling a friend earlier today, like my dad used to be, I think, more terrified at back to school time to take me into like Business Depot or Staples. I don't know what it was called in the States. Business Depot is what it was called in Canada when we were younger. I think he was more scared to take me there than he ever was to take me like clothes shopping or for makeup, things like that, because I was never huge into that, as not nearly as much as I am in stationery. So he got me started. He always, like, any kind of passion that I had for that, he would put all the effort towards, and I mean, I'm always going to be forever grateful for that. So my love for stationery has been since I was a child. And I do actually remember wanting to try calligraphy and like that fountain pen idea when I was younger, probably around 7 or 8. And I'm pretty sure my dad bought me like a kit, but I was really young. Like I said, 7, 8 years old maybe. And I remember giving up on that real fast because I think at that point, like, you're only just learning to even cursive write. And I was trying to do it with a fountain pen and had no idea what I was doing. And I think that was part of why I didn't get back into it for so long. Is there was 2 reasons actually that I did not go down this rabbit hole sooner, because I've watched them from afar. I love the idea of it, but one is because my handwriting is not pretty, like it's not elegant whatsoever, and 2, for a long time I found that the fountain pens were very masculine. And I mean, it's not that that's necessarily a bad thing, like they're beautiful, it's not that, it's just that I am very girly. Like, if you can tell, I like the pinks and the purples and stuff like that. And I think for a very long time it wasn't a norm to see that in the fountain pen community, and it probably the last couple of years has started to more, but I didn't really notice it until late last year. So late last year, it was after Fountain Pen Day, because I didn't even know what that was. It was after Black Friday, and I had started to see ads for Ferris Wheel Press and their inks, and honestly, their inks are so beautiful. So that kind of drew me in, and I was kind of really getting interested in it, and I was like, oh, but do I do this? Do I do that? And for like a month, I was probably scrolling Instagram, looking at all the different things. Then, to be honest, the first couple of months of 2024, I got really sick. I don't even know what it was, but I was like out. It was either I was working or I was asleep. Like, I was done. So then when I felt better after that, I really started to be like, okay, I think I want to try this. I think I want to get a fountain pen and really actually get into this hobby, because I started to see so many beautiful pens. So I know that a lot of people would start off with probably a less expensive pen, and I know I had a couple of Kavekos and stuff like that, because like I said before, it was not something that I didn't want to do, and I had debated it a couple times before, and I had I don't know if any of you guys, if this is just fountain pen people, but the planner people would know Happy Scrappy. So my friend Sam has a business called Happy Scrappy, and she used to have a subscription box for pens, and I know it came with some fountain pens, so I know I had some in my stash. But it was like, I wanted to get one of the, like, I didn't want to get like a starter pen. I wanted to go like all in. I tend to be like, you'll very much learn very quickly that if I'm going to go down a rabbit hole, I'm going to go down that rabbit hole. So there was a pen that I had seen first, probably in like December when I first started to look, but didn't actually consider purchasing it for a while because it was very expensive, and it was a overseas exclusive, of course. So, but then the opportunity arose, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, do I do this? Do I not? But this pen, it was one that even before I knew brand names, before I knew what they were, before I was sure that they were the same pen, this was the one I kept clicking on and being like, okay, that's the same pen I've clicked on 10 times now. So my very first fountain pen, and I'll show you, that is the Sailor Pro Gear, and it is the one they did with Hachimanjia. So I think it's Kubo Sakura is the name of it, but it is absolutely stunning. Sorry, the lighting in here is not the best because my walls are pink. It's very like glowy, but this was my introduction to all the fountain pens. This is how I went like real fast down the rabbit hole. So that one. And then in the next couple of months, so that was March that I got that one. And then, so that's pretty much when I really started the, my journey, I guess, was my first one. And then I got a few extras like very quickly. So I think my first few, I'm going to do a video because I know I have I have more now, but I want to do a video of like my first 6, say, that I really, stuck to, because when I decided that I wanted to do this, I did it a little differently in the sense where at first I was like, okay, because I knew it wasn't a question, like I said, of whether I was going to like fountain pens and the ink and stuff. It was just getting into it. I knew that it was never a question of as to whether I would like it. So at that time, because I want, when people see the next video of like my first 6 or something, I don't want people to be like, whoa, you know, like the cost of that, because some of them are a little bit more expensive because they were the overseas exclusives and stuff, and they were gold nibs. But what I had done was I have a ton of planner things and these bags from Stony Clover, stuff like that, that I've collected, that I've like, if I've changed my mind or I've just have too many and I've decided to kind of de-stash some stuff. So I sold things to fund the start of my fountain pen journeys, because it can be expensive, and I never want somebody to think that it has to be expensive at first. It doesn't. You can absolutely get an adorable Kaweco Sport or a TWSBI Eco or any of those things for well under $50, and it'd be a perfect start. So please don't think that you have to do what I did. Like I said, I just knew that it wasn't a matter of if I was going to like it. I knew that I would. So I wasn't concerned with that. So like I said, I sold a bunch of stuff to fund my first few pens. And then, so I'll show you all of those. And with those pens too, like I have now, of course now, as I've been collecting, I have Kaweco Sports, I have TWSBI Ecos that I love just as much. It doesn't have to be, for me, honestly, the first thing that drew me to a pen or draws me to a pen or a brand is the look of it. And then I've kind of done my research as to what their nibs are like, what their company is a little bit about, like those kinds of things. So I have pens that range from a few dollars even, because like I said, I've gotten them in subscriptions, or I think I have a couple of Gin House too. And then I have, you know, like my Sailors and Platinums and things like that. So it doesn't have to be about expense. I'm just saying, pick something you love and then kind of go for that. For me, it was when I had decided to go down this whole rabbit hole, though, I wanted to invest in a few pens that when I seen these pens, I was like, I need that pen. Like I love, love, love it, as opposed to like, I like this pen and it's going to make me like, I like this pen. It's beautiful. But this was the one over here that I was absolutely head over heels in love with. So instead of buying 10 that I liked, I wanted to kind of save and get the one that I was in love with. I hope that makes sense and that came out right. But so like I said, I sold the things to fund the first few. And then something that I noticed and that I had loved so much with the planner community is specifically that, the community. And I've made so many friends in the last 10 years in that community that have changed my life, that I've literally traveled all over the world with. And for me, I think I was missing part of that again. Like I'm still in the planner community, that's not it, but events have changed, things have changed a bit. And even finding out about the pen shows and how they operate a little bit differently, I think I was reinvigorated and like remotivated to kind of start creating again, because I had gone through some stuff, won't get into that now, but gotten some stuff, and I've kind of backed out of the community for a while, and not my friends, things like that. I just didn't post on socials. I wasn't sharing things. I wasn't, and I honestly wasn't taking that time for me to be creative. And that's part of why I want to even come on here, is to be held accountable too, because I want to share it with you guys. I love sharing cute things and love sharing things that make me happy. And I want you guys to, if you take anything from this as well, share what makes you happy, not everybody else, because I've seen some posts about that kind of recently, like, oh, I don't like when somebody shows their face instead of just the pens. And then some people, I don't like that they just show the pens and not the writing. Well, that one is me, for example. I haven't shown my writing not because I can't or I won't, it's because I've been self-conscious about it. So I'm trying to get over those things too. But I feel like, you know what, if you don't like something though, please just scroll, or if you don't want to watch a video, just don't. Maybe still like it or something. Everybody's putting themselves out there. And if you inspire one person though, that can change things. I know that it's not quite the same thing, but I used to be in direct sales for a long time, and I had gone to a conference once. I remember this because what happened was Canada was opening new, and we were coming into the US, and there was a few of us that had kind of launched and started, and there was about 10 of us that were going up to close to the front of the stage and whatever. Anyways, we didn't know any of these girls in the US. Like, we didn't know any of them. And I remember coming down and walking through there, and this one woman that I knew was very well known in the community, and she was, she did very well, and she seemed wonderful. And I was walking past, and she just smiled the biggest smile at me. And I am telling you, over 10 years later, and that still sticks with me, because it's just something simple that somebody did and was such a nice gesture. And that's kind of what I'm hoping, even if one of these videos, me rambling on and being a dork, and because I am silly, I am weird, I'll talk a lot, I'll probably repeat myself a lot, I will say cute multiple times, but if it just makes somebody happy or inspires somebody once, that honestly could make such a difference. And that's what this community is, the planner community and the fountain pen community, and I really see them coming together. And I think that we could be better together, and we could share tips with each other, and share what we love to do in our journals and our planners. And I don't know, I just think it's a great creative space for everyone, and it's an outlet. And I think with our, just with the world right now and the heaviness of everything, I just want this to be a space where we can kind of come over, relax, unwind, and not think about those things as much. I hope I never say anything to offend anyone, because that's not what this is about. And I just want it to be a happy place to share cute things. So that's what I'm hoping for. I want to start really journaling for me, and there's just to process things sometimes, but make it cute too, some days, but you don't have to. I just want it to be an outlet, like I said, or kind of like a crafty space almost to use my things again. Like for a long time, I was still kind of collecting things, but I wasn't actually like using them. And I feel like there's so many incredible artists as well out there that to get to share their stuff and their talents is just, I don't know. I think we'll have fun anyways, is what I'm getting at. I'd like to know what you guys would like to see on this channel as well. If you've even gotten this far, I'm so sorry about the rambling. I have a couple ideas. My first few videos, I think I have decided on. So I'm going to, like I said, I want to do the first 6 pens that I have. I do have things that I bought at Stationery Fest and the Orlando Pen Show. And I kind of still have them separate enough that I could do like a haul for you guys if you wanted for them. And then, what was the other one I wanted to? Oh, I still want to do like a beginners fountain pen series that I was working on with Esterbrook, which is another wonderful brand that I absolutely love. And I'll get into all of that in another video, I think too. But even only being in this community a few months, I got to start to meet some amazing people, some amazing brands. I've even got to work at the Esterbrook booth in Orlando with Brian, and people have welcomed me with open arms, and that has meant the absolute world to me. So I will share that kind of stuff. But we wanted to do a beginner series together. So I think YouTube is probably the best place for that. So you'll see those videos. And then I have an idea for a tracking binder for like our inks and our pens and when we purchase things and stuff like that. Because I mean, a lot of us are planner girls and we like to track things. We like to swatch our ink. We like to do all of that. So I kind of have an idea for that, and I'll do a video on that. Sorry, I've written a couple things down, so that's why I keep looking. But I think that's where I will start. But again, if you have any ideas, I am absolutely welcome to that. I will leave a couple of links below. So there are going to be, which is, again, I am so incredibly grateful for with the relationships that I've already built in the community. And I'm so excited because I get to go to another pen show actually next weekend and get to meet a friend that I've made online, and we're just going to hang out for the weekend and swap things and just be crafty. And I think that is going to be an awesome time. So I'm looking forward to that. But below, I will put some affiliate links. What affiliate links are, if you don't know, I will always, please know that I'll always be 100% transparent with you. Affiliate links are something where we can earn like a percentage for products normally, or there may be commissions depending on it. It all depends on the links. But for me, I want to be able to take anything that is made, if there's anything made, through an affiliate link, and just be able to put it back through products that I can share with you guys here. Because, and if you will see as I do organizing videos and all of that, it's not that like I have purchased many things, and I love stickers and washi and pens and ink and all of that. So this will just contribute a little bit if you decide that you want to use them to getting other things to share with you guys. But again, if you know somebody else that has an affiliate link and you want to support them because of their artistry, your relationship with them, any of that, please do. That's not what that is about. I think it's an incredible way to support any person that you love to watch, and that is helping you in any way throughout your day with content. Like if it, you know, brings a smile to your face, that kind of thing, it's wonderful. And there are many people that have different links to different things. Always look for one too, because honestly, if it's going to save you money at the same time, that's fantastic. So those will always be linked below, and I will always try to link products if they're available, or things, or again, you can ask me in the comments or on Instagram. I will always try to answer things for you. If I don't for some reason answer a message on one of the platforms, it's because I haven't seen it. So please try again. It's not that I would ever ignore anyone. And I think honestly that might be it for the first video. I just want to kind of say hello, introduce myself, ramble a lot to you guys, and just tell you how much it means to me that even in the last 7 months that I've been here, I mean, my collection has grown quite a lot. That's my own issue, but I've loved it. I think it's a little bit different than what I've seen before, and everybody's been so incredibly welcoming. Everybody just wants to share things. Everybody wants to just encourage everyone. And I love that. I'm so excited to go to more pen shows in 2025. I have actually 2 more this year though. I'm going to the Detroit Pen Show, like I said, in next weekend. And then I'm actually going to be helping Esther Brooke at the Scriptus booth in Toronto on the 27th. So if you guys go to that and you've seen this, please, please, please come say hello. I had so much fun doing it in Orlando, and I got to meet so many people, and that's what I said. Everybody was just so gracious. And even though I still was learning, I had no idea some of the answers. Brian was helping, but everybody was wonderful and everybody was patient, and that meant the world to me. And I can't wait to do that more. And I really hope I get the opportunity to do that and to just, go and shop and mingle and go to the events with you guys next year as well. So if you have a favorite pen show, leave that in the comments. Anything you want to, just say hello. I very much appreciate you guys being here. I hope you like this channel. Again, I apologize for all of my rambling, and I hope you have a great night. Please hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because I would love to be able to chat with you guys and not just to myself. Okay, have a great night. Bye.